Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, the podcast for leaderpreneurs, entrepreneurs, men and women learn the essentials and human skills of the strenuous life. Welcome to the podcast, everybody, and today we are going to be talking about cancer scare number 1. We're going back 1 year. Please forgive me. But we won't be doing that too often. April 7th, 1999. As some of you guys know, I regularly see a specialist every 6 months for my birth defects. And here's the thing. Here's what happened, if you're ready. All right. April 7th, I report to the doctor that afternoon around 1, I guess. And she gives me the news. She said, well, we did a variety of tests, but your ultrasound that we took your testes are atrophied, and therefore at your age could become cancerous. You tell me. I came home to my friend Jim Bobbitt. I was living with him at the time. Because we were still in the process of going through the divorce. And I was hopping mad. I was mad. Okay, this kind of was fuel to the fire for the past few episodes. That's all right. I talked about my pursuit of justice. And don't worry, that's coming back in a couple of days. But I was on my pursuit of justice. But here was the thing. I came home. I was barely home about maybe 10-15 minutes when Brad calls, says, Jimmy, I'm coming to pick you up. I said, dude, we got something to talk about when we get in the car. He says, okay. So we got in the car, and he's like, Jimmy, you don't look and sound so good. What's wrong? I said, well, I just got back from the doctor not too long ago. And they said, and I went through the particulars. I said, and they said I may have to have cancer, may have to have surgery. I'm like, oh my gosh. What the heck? First, my ex-wife sues me for divorce. And then on top of that, I find out that I may have cancer. Luckily, I remembered that the doctor wanted a second ultrasound in the morning. And so, went to a Bible study and dinner at the church, and then Brad went to choir practice. I wasn't in the drama group yet, I mentioned above. I went into what was known as the prayer room. And I told them what was going on, and man, they were praying over me. And one of the ladies from church said, hey, let me take you for the ultrasound. She said, we're going to pray over you that you don't have this cancer. Okay. So, here's the beauty of it, okay? If you're willing to listen. I was up almost all night. I was like praying, but at the same time I was angry. It's like, this can't be. This can't be. This can't be. I'm already in hard enough with a divorce. Cancer? What the heck with this? I'm already having enough hard time facing the world. And now the potential of cancer? Oh, man. And a lot of times, why now? Why now? And I started listening to a lot of sad tunes and crying. And finally, one night, I was like, Jimmy, man, you gotta stop this. If it is cancer, you gotta face it with courage, man. Let me help you. You have to have surgery. It's not the end of the world. He said, they'll get you prepared to be sedated. You'll be comfortable. You won't feel a thing. And Jim Bob's aunt and sister was like, Jimmy, we got to get you prepared. You don't have to worry. Just calm down. But at night, I would have, compounded with the nightmares I was already getting from what happened in inner city Arlington. I was getting the nightmares about the surgery. And just reliving this nightmare. I was like, what the heck? For 6 days, this went on. Praying. And I remember one of those days, I went to a party with some of Brad's friends. And everything. And it was good at first. Everything was good. And Brad was like, Jimmy, we're all going to pray for you. It's going to be okay. I think we went to the movies on Friday, if I remember correctly, because Brad wanted to keep me saturated and busy so that I wasn't losing. And at that time, back on the series of Proof, the Chase for Justice, that episode, a couple episodes back, that I was getting tired of being shuffled around here, there, and everywhere. But the thing was, Brad was trying to help. And back then, during the cancer scare, that was some of the best help I needed. It really was. Because I was like, I don't know what the heck's going to happen to me. I don't know what the heck is going to happen to me. It's driving me insane. What am I going to do? I couldn't help it. I was like, why me? Why not? Why now? And Brad's friends were trying to tell me, relax. And there were times I felt like exploding. You tell me to relax. I went through some of the most 9 brutal months in my life. My wife is leaving me. I'm angry. I want justice. I want answers. And I've had this. And now I have this cancer scare. You tell me to relax. I wouldn't explode to them. But I was exploding inside. Back then, I really didn't know how to deal with my emotions constructively. In some ways, I still don't. It's a process. Mental health things was a process. But this cancer scare brought forth what could be known as a mental health crisis. Okay? You gotta think. Some nights just laying there. Okay, James, we're gonna put you under. We have to have surgery. I'm going through this tough divorce. And then they felt like she could be there with me. And Jim Bob, I think it was at that point where Jim Bob's like, Jimmy, come on, man, get a grip. She don't even care whether you'd survive. Man, dude, come on, there's a better way. But this cancer scared. Let me tell you something. There was a lot of fear. There was a lot of anger. And this is, of course, before social media and all that stuff, you know. MySpace hadn't been invented yet. But I'll tell you something, guys. It's pretty interesting what happens there. All right. September 13th. I got a call from that same doctor. We looked. We found nothing that shows cancer. And let me tell you something. I was jumping up and down. Yippee, 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 yippee. I mean, it's the happiest I've been in a while. No cancer. I was free now. I was free now to begin my pursuit. And in some ways, what I thought was going to be my plan. But as time will tell, you'll see that those things don't always happen. And that's why you live the strenuous life. To make it through the hard times. Now, I hope you enjoy listening to the Strenuous Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of the Strenuous Life Radio family. This is Jimi Hendrix saying until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Think strong, live strong, and live the strenuous life. God bless you. You guys take care. And remember this, from the bottom of my heart, Jenny loves you. I really love you.